Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mobile Weekly / Mobile Q&A, where we go over all latest news that happened during the week of mobile and answer your questions live. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comment section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. Hopefully, we will not get any spam like last week. Last week, we just got a crazy amount of spam out of nowhere, but hopefully, we will be all set today. Hopefully no issues. I will be taking a look at the chat from here to there, though, to make sure of it. Before we get started, I do want to let you guys know, this isn't a sponsored video, but just because I know there's so many questions about this, with the Galaxy S10 about to launch, I want to let you guys know about Whitestone Dome Glass. We have a link for this in the description down below, but basically this is the only glass screen protector that will work with your fingerprint scanner on the phone. So as you saw in MKBHD's video, a regular glass screen protector does not work with the Galaxy S10. This is the only glass screen protector that will work with the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. You do need to re-register it again once you have this on there, but once you do, you have it all set up. We will be doing a walkthrough video on this. And I also got one for the 10e. So for the giveaway winner, not only are you getting an S10e, but you are getting with a glass screen protector as well that I myself will put on there. So yeah, just wanted to go through that because that is a big thing. And looks like everything is going smoothly. I have my two moderators now, so hopefully the chat will be fine. But just let me kind of show you guys. So, right now, by the way, that glass screen protector is going to be $49 on sale. Link for it is in the description, and it is an affiliate link. So if you do buy one, it does help out the channel a great deal. All right, let's get started with the news. Now, the first big news is that it looks like the Note 10 will have 4 cameras on the back. So it looks like it will be much like the S10 5G version. So the S10 5G is the only other phone from Samsung, flagship-wise, forget about the A series, that has 4 cameras on the back. And this one will have a time of flight, or TOF camera, just like the S10 5G version has. What that means is basically, most likely, you're going to be seeing a bokeh effect on video. So basically that whole blur out effect, you're going to be seeing it on video with the S10 5G, but you're also most likely going to be seeing it on the Note 10. Now this is the first big feature we're getting wind of from the Note 10 that's definitely happening. The other one, as we know, is they're getting rid of the front camera entirely, and we will have a camera on the S Pen. I myself hope that one is true because I really do like it. And by the way, for those of you like, well, how do you know how it's going to be? You know, how's the photo going to be? It is still it will be Bluetooth connected. So basically, when you take your pen out and you want to take a photo with it, the whole idea is you're going to be able to see yourself on the actual screen, boom, and take the photo quick, simple, and easy. But it saves you from having a camera on the front. I like that myself. I really think it's really good, especially if you have that ultra wide angle like it is in the S10 Plus. You're not gonna really ever have to worry about being out of focus or out of shot because that one is a really good camera and it's really wide. So you don't have to kind of like, oh my God, am I okay? Am I okay in focus, or am I okay? Am I in the shot? It's ultra wide angle, so you won't have to worry about it. But let me know what you guys think about 4 rear cameras. Does this get you interested in the Note 10 over the S10 Plus? Because even the S10 Plus will not have this camera, only the S10 5G will, which will be coming out, now we're hearing, really towards the summer. I will tell you that some of my Samsung sources have said that it looks like you'll be able to trade in your S10 Plus for the S10 5G variant. So only the Plus variant, this is very important. The regular S10 will not get a trade-in credit, but if you do want to end up getting the S10 Plus now and then get the 5G version later, it looks like you will be able to have a trade-in for that. At least that's what my sources are telling me, that they're considering doing a trade-in for anyone that bought an S10 Plus to the S10 5G later on in the year. Now, what will that trade-in be? We don't really know, because you have to think, I mean, for me, I would want at least $700 for my trade-in if it's in pristine condition, right? If I have an S10 Plus that I bought for like $1,000 and it's in really good condition, yeah, why shouldn't I get like at least $700 for trade-in? Because Samsung's gonna sell it for like $800 used. So that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. One, are you thinking about getting the Note 10? And two, let me know if Samsung does do this new trade-in thing with the S10 5G variant for the S10 Plus. Will this make you get the S10 Plus now that you know that that's a possibility you're going to get a trade-in factor for the 5G variant? Or are you even interested in the 5G variant? By the way, we will have a video tomorrow actually on which of the out of 5 phones that Samsung is offering the first half of this year, including the 5G variant and the Fold, which are the 2 you shouldn't buy, and which are the 3 that you should buy. So we will be going into that video tomorrow. All right. Now, we also got wind of Vivo. Now, Vivo is a company that I really like. I have touted their Vivo Nex dual screen phone, and the review for that is coming this week, actually, before I get my S10s in. So, Vivo was a real pioneer because they were the first phone with the fingerprint in display scanner. They were the first phone to do it. And they made a dual screen phone. Second company to do that, but still really good when it came to it. And now we are getting wind that they are going to be the first company to offer true wireless charging. Now, what do I mean by that, and how does this technology specifically work? So, true wireless charging isn't our standard charging, which you put on a wireless charger and it gets charged. No, true wireless charging, from this company that's working with them, it's WhatsApp, WhatUp. I'm thinking of WhatsApp, but WhatUp. WhatUp, basically, the whole idea behind it is they want to bring chargers from transmitters and receivers. So the receiver can be built into something like a phone, as this Vivo phone will be the first one to have. And then this transmitter can be on a lot of different things. They show it like on a station with also a wireless charger built into the station, and wirelessly charging all of these different products as long as the transmitter can see the receiver. So it does have to have line of sight, but essentially you see this table full of 2 phones and a smartwatch. This one transmitter could charge all 3 of them, and they don't have to be in a specific kind of spot, or at least not very specific, right? You could picture this putting it on a coffee table, or putting it on a nightstand, or putting it on, a dining table, and it being charged because of this one stand here. Now, not only that, but they show that transmitters can be like built into alarm clocks. Your transmitter could be an alarm clock, which again is very useful. Have it on a nightstand, simple as that. Or my favorite by far is a transmitter being built into a TV. That is awesome. I mean, I know we're trying to get rid of bezels on TVs, but this technology is really, I think, where a lot of people want the future to be. And for transmitters to be on sound bars, onto lights is the biggest one we've seen. So a transmitter is on a light, and so basically if that light has line of sight, you can have it kind of shine down and it will charge it. So now a couple of caveats to this. This isn't as fast as current wireless charging. A little bit slower than that. So mind you, it is not fast, at least in its current state. It will get faster, but as of right now, it's not super fast. But I love the idea of just the easiness to use and it always charging. I mean, if you think about it, the whole idea behind this is if you have a living room and your TV is the transmitter, if your phone is in line of sight to your TV, your phone is charging. You could be using your phone. It's charging. Like, that is a really cool concept and something that I think is really ingenious. And a lot of companies have been working on this technology, mind you, but Vivo looks like it will be the first smartphone to actually have it on a phone. Now, no word of how the transmitter is going to work with it. Again, you cannot buy these as of right now, just so you don't start searching like, what? I need to find these. You cannot buy them as of right now for consumer level. This is in the early stages, but it's a really cool concept. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Let me know, do you look forward to this where your phone is always charging even if you're using it? I mean, I even picture this on like a PlayStation controller. You're playing it with, or Xbox controller. You're playing your game and your TV is literally charging your controller while you're playing it. I love the idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And I really have to give credit to Vivo for being the first company to do this and bring it to light. Of course, it won't get traction till bigger companies get it. Fingerprint and display scanner. You know, Oppo did it, OnePlus then did it, and then Samsung is now doing it. And now fingerprint scanner in the display is really, oh wow. So this technology, I think, is a possibility in future smartphones starting as early as 2020. So starting as early as next year, you could see this. If it gets popular traction, like all of these other technologies did with the fingerprint in display scanner, then it is a possibility that by 2020, and definitely I would say 2021, this is going to be the future, and this is something you're going to be seeing. By the way, they also bring touch wireless charging, so the wireless charging we currently have, up to 15 watts. And you can put it anywhere on there because the entire thing is charging. Kind of like how AirPower thought it could do it. This can do it through that way too. So again, a lot of possibilities with this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and I'll check more of that later. All right, then we have some big news. So this was pretty interesting to me because when I posted a recent tablet review, or not a review, but unboxing and first impressions video on this WowWay tablet, which has been quite good, I mind you, I got a lot of comments about like, why are you even reviewing WowWay products? Like, you know, and because if you're in the US, first of all, it's still not illegal. I cannot tell you how many people think it's illegal to buy a WowWay product in the US. It's not. It is not illegal to buy one. But, mind you, it's legal if you're a government official, by the way. But, as of right now, the big thing that is being talked about is WowWay trustworthy? And a lot of people say, you know, obviously not. But the big thing is WowWay actually just said that they had talked to their lawyers, and as from what they have been told, that they are not legally obligated to create any backdoor for the government. And that is the biggest thing, of course, that, you know, Chinese, the whole thing about Chinese infiltrating through WowWay technology. The reason why you have not, and WowWay is like, look, this is hurting our business, so we are going to do everything we can to basically not be affiliated with the Chinese government itself, which is very Chinese. Again, we don't want to get into politics here so much, but it's just interesting that WowWay, the lengths they're going to, is really impressive, and you are getting companies, especially in Europe, like Vodafone and other companies that are like, look, we're probably going to use WowWay 5G just because of the fact that every other company is behind right now. Even companies like Samsung are behind right now in terms of their infrastructure for 5G and setting up the 5G network in a country. Now, you could wait till other companies, Samsung, Alcatel, other companies that create networks catch up or are on the same level, but then you're going to get behind. So it's a big thing that I kind of, I really like. I want it to be a peaceful resolution, but we'll have to wait and see just how it's going to turn out. But I do like that WowWay lately has really been fighting, like, you know, like if they ask, we're not going to give them shit. Like, you know, they are really basically trying to distance themselves from the Chinese government as much as possible. And I think that's good, because I think companies, whether it be mobile companies or any companies, should be independent of any one country, just because that can hinder what the good they can do for everyone. So yeah, that's just my take on that. But all in all, I'm really kind of curious to see how will this, does this make you trust WowWay anymore, or you're still like, I'm not buying a WowWay product regardless? I still miss my Mate 20 Pro, I will tell you guys that, but I'm really happy to be getting an S10 with a wide angle camera. All right, Nubia phone, the first makers of the dual screen phone, have brought a Nubia A Alpha basically, and this is a smartwatch phone. It is a curved display phone. So the whole idea about this is a curved display smartwatch. Now I did not go to MWC this year, so I did not get to get hands-on time with it, but from what I heard, it is kind of buggy in terms of it. It's a 4-inch display, it has LTE on it, and you can take calls, text messages, and selfies. But as you can imagine, you can't really do too much, you know, play music, things like that, but you can't do too much with it in terms of it. So yeah, it's not any of the other current systems, by the way, too. It is in like an Android operating system on a watch. It's not Wear OS. It's not anything else. So yeah, I'm really kind of curious to see how we'll do. It only has a 500 milliamp battery, which, you know, isn't the best. But yeah, so we'll see if this gets any traction whatsoever. It looks like it will be starting at $623. And if you want the 18 karat gold version, that's going to be at $737. I mean, Nubia makes some really decently priced things, so I don't think it's too egregious in terms of pricing, but it will release in April in China and then Europe thereafter. So yeah, it's interesting. It is possible, by the way, that we will get in Q4 in the US. Which carrier do you think would pick this up? I feel like AT&T or Verizon would be the primary candidates. But yeah, if we would get this in the US, would you buy it? And I don't know, because it wouldn't even get like a tablet or a an add-on line, right? This would be an actual regular line. $30 a month for this, just for the internet or whatever price you're paying. But it's interesting. I don't know if I would go that far. All right, in other news, we get from Samsung that the Galaxy S11 may not be called the Galaxy or the 11th. So basically, a couple of executives have been asked recently about the next Samsung coming next year. And they do not know if it will be called the S series anymore, or if it will be even called the 11. They think it's too long of a title for Galaxy S11, even though I don't see the difference between that and Galaxy S10, but whatever. Yeah, it's kind of curious. I don't know if we really need a naming scheme change, but that's why I thought they should have went with the X factor and not a fake X like the Roman numeral 10 that Apple did. But, you know, if you just call it, you know, like if they had just called it like X1, then X2, then X3, I found, you know, if Apple had done it, I think Samsung would have done it too. But I think that's what they should do going forward. I think they should just call it, you know, the Galaxy X1, the Galaxy X2, and that be the successor of the S series. I don't like name changes all that much in a beloved series. It's like when, you know, Google went from the Nexus series to the Pixel series in order to say this is now a premium brand instead of a everyday brand. I miss the Nexus series. I feel like, you know, OnePlus has kind of taken over that since then, but it's just never been the same since it's been without it. All right, and then evidence was showing that the Galaxy Fold smartphone would only be going to Verizon and Sprint. However, we are now seeing, because of certain apps that will be on the Fold, that it will also be going to AT&T and also to T-Mobile. So that's really good, because I'm really happy that everyone should be getting the Fold anyway, but it just looks from all the stuff we've seen now that it will be going to both of them. Alright guys, that was the news for this week. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on all the news. And yeah, we will get started on your questions in the comments section down below. So let me know what questions you have, and I will answer them before the end of the show. Okay. So let's get started on the questions, as we do have a bunch today. All right. Hi, I was wondering if Dex is on the S10 and live message. So the pre-release S10 that I was playing with before all the announcements and stuff did have DeX on it. I don't recall seeing it or not on the final build, but it did have DeX on it, and also it did have live message. But again, that was pre-software, pre-production, so I will see as of this week if it does have it as well. Ricky, where can I get the S10 LED case? When will they be available? Usually Samsung cases like that, the specialty ones, aren't available right away anymore. They kind of stopped that with the Note, but typically they're available at launch week or the week after. S10 camera is comparable to the iPhone 2018. I wouldn't say that. The camera on the S10 should be better than the iPhone 2018. I hope the camera on the Note 10 will be 10 times better than the S10. I do think you're going to see an improvement, but overall, the thing I really want to see from the camera on the Note 10 more than anything else is more zoom. 2x zoom is bad, and it's so funny because you've seen so many YouTubers, I would say, bashing the 2x zoom. It's like, it doesn't even matter. It's not really worth it. And it's not. You need a 3x zoom to really make a difference. And I wish Samsung would adapt that. WowWay has done it. WowWay had the best zoom, in my opinion, by far. And yeah, it really is. That's something that I wish they would do. So, you getting the terabyte or not? So, which S10 Plus did I get? I did get the blue S10 Plus with 128 gigs of storage. Now you might think, well, what? You didn't get the 512 or the terabyte model to get more RAM and everything else? No. Here's why. I'm getting the Galaxy Fold. So, because I'm getting the Galaxy Fold, there is no reason for me to get a high-end S10 Plus, because my high-end phone will be the Fold that has 512 storage built into it, that has so much RAM, that has everything I would want and need for my main daily driver. So no, I did not get the highest end S10 Plus. I got the standard one, actually, the 128 model. And the reason for it is because of that. Now, I do also, like, I wish I would have gotten the white S10 Plus, to be quite honest, but I didn't get it, and I got the blue one. Because I thought by the time I ordered it, remember I was at the event, so I had drove all the way down, and I didn't pre-order it till the night of, because just, you know, driving and everything like that. So I was afraid that the white one would have been the most ordered, because I really do truly believe in the US the white one's going to be the most popular. So I ordered the blue one because I thought that would get here faster. The white and the black, I guarantee you, are probably selling the most. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But yeah, let's see. Hi, what colors will be available for the Note 10? No word on it yet, but Samsung, hopefully you realize you need the green one in the US. Freaking coral, but not green. Note 10 or Mate 30 Pro, what country will you live in? That's the real question, honestly. Will WowWay still be in a state of trouble and issues in the US and other countries by the end of the year? But yeah, the Mate 30 Pro, man, I will tell you, I will look forward to that phone so much. I hope that tensions decrease before then, but the Mate 20 Pro is one of my favorite phones of 2018. It was number 2 of the year, but the phone that did beat it was the Note. So yeah, either one I think would be solid. Will the Galaxy Buds be sold in retail stores or only available online? They will be sold in stores as well as soon as they're back in stock. Hi Ricky, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, John. Everyone make sure to hit the like button. Thank you, WowWay. I really appreciate that. Canada loves you. Thank you. I love Canada. I'm actually going to Canada, I think in 2 years. My wife said she always wanted to go there. So we had said when she turns 30 that we would go there. No music this week. Is the music not on? I think the music should be on, but it might be very low. Yeah, the music's not on for some reason. Don't know why the music's not on. Let's see if that fixed it. Okay, the music should be playing now. Don't know why the music wasn't on earlier. All right. Has your S10 shipped yet? No, I have not gotten the great email or text message saying that my phone has shipped yet. I have not checked. I know some of my viewers actually had told me that they had been charged for their phone. Typically when their phone is charged, that means it has been shipped. Hopefully, I am hoping that I get that email tomorrow on Monday so that I would get it either Tuesday or Wednesday, because I did get overnight shipping, so it should get pretty quick. If Apple does a foldable phone, Samsung will make the screen. Yes, Samsung will make the screen for a foldable phone. For Apple, Samsung has already sent samples of foldable displays to both Google and Apple, which does not mean they're going to happen this year, but it's a possibility for next year and then going forward. What's up, Ricky? Which S10 did you order? I just answered that. So I ordered the S10 Plus 128 gig model. The reason why I did not go with a higher end model is because I'm getting the Galaxy Fold. Ricky, thanks for all your hard work and dedication, all your content you provide. Well, thank you, Troublesome. I really appreciate that. S10 pick winner. I did pick the winner for the S10. I put it in the community section of YouTube. I put it on Twitter and on Facebook. So on all social media platforms, we already picked it. I just didn't want to do a video for it. I had recorded a video announcing the winners, and I'm like, why do I need to do? It's like it shouldn't. I don't know. I don't like doing a video because it's just for the winners. So I don't know. It just like it didn't make sense to me. Let me know in the future. Would you guys want me to do a video announcing the winners? Or would you just want me to do what I did this time, which is just posting it on social media and on the community section on YouTube? Let me know in the comment section what would you want to see for the next giveaway. When will the Samsung Fold be available to see at Best Buy? From what I hear right now, it is not going to be available at every Best Buy. It's going to be only at the Best Buys that are the flagship stores, and also the Samsung stores. So there's 3 Samsung stores right now, one in Texas, one in Glendale in California, which I will be visiting once I get our S10 Plus. I'm going to be doing a video with the front-facing camera at that place, kind of showing the sights and everything, and then also in New York. So those are the 3 Samsung stores that the Galaxy Fold will be on display, as well as, from what we're hearing right now, select Best Buys that are called like the flagship ones. So that basically, you can tell a flagship one, like we have one in West LA, and that is based on, it has the VR experience there. So I don't mean like a regular, like you put on a VR headset. No, I'm talking about you get in a chair and it like rumbles and tosses you around and all that kind of stuff, and you're in a VR headset. So if your Best Buy has that, that will be a Best Buy that will most likely have the Galaxy Fold on display, but very, very few. Remember, Samsung is only most likely making 1 million of these phones, so it's not going to be widespread. Can you check out the Samsung M30 from India? I think it's a mid-range killer. I have really liked the idea of the M30, to be honest. 5,000 milliamp battery from what I've heard, if I remember correctly. Teardrop notch, and yeah, it looks really great. Unfortunately, right now it is only in India. If it does spread to Europe and other countries, I will definitely consider it. I would also need the bands to work in the US, just because I really didn't like reviewing the Vivo as much, just because it didn't work in the US. So I can't assess the battery life. I can't really use it as a daily driver. So that is a hindrance, I feel like. No Type-C on the next iPhone, I'm hearing. No Type-C on this year's iPhone. It would be next year's iPhone that would have it. I've been debating if I should get the S10 Plus, even though I don't need... well, we did get one thing. Okay. Even though I don't need the phone since I have the S9 Plus, it's hard to turn down a $650 trade-in with earbuds at Best Buy. Yeah, I hear you. It's up to you. If you really don't need it, then yeah, maybe wait off. But that trade-in is so good, and you will not get that much for your phone for a trade-in later. That's my opinion on it. I'm like, look, this way you get an S10 Plus, And if anything, it gets a higher trade-in value. The whole thing is kind of like with cars and stuff like that. You know, you want something that is going to be at the best value possible at all times. So considering your S9 Plus will only go down in trade-in value for now, I think it might be a good idea to trade it in to get it if that is important to you. And that is something that's important to me. But then again, I buy a lot of electronics, so I'm always thinking that way. Apple will always have a proprietary charger. They want that money. They will have a Type-C connection, but my guess is that if you get theirs, it will be different somehow, just because it's Apple. Trying to find a cheap glass protector with fingerprint still works if it drops then cracks. So a screen protector obviously isn't the cheapest for the S10. Again, this is 49 bucks, but it works. So that's one thing. But from what we've heard, the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is really durable. Actually, it works with scratches. It works with like all these different conditions that a lot of these like jerry-rig everything and all these people have been testing out. So it's actually really good. So that's awesome. That even if it's cracks and stuff like that, it looks to still be working, or at least scratches. But yeah, so that's really good. I was reading that Samsung has run out of Galaxy Buds for pre-orders. I'm not sure when they are or doing in its place. I do not know if they're going to be doing anything in its place. It is while supplies last on there. So it is a possibility that I will say this. I have always gotten the freebie from Samsung. I personally have always gotten the freebie from Samsung. Whatever freebie they're giving out, I've always gotten it. However, I have heard from, you know, really upset people and really upset viewers that they have not. That Samsung did pull the whole while supplies last on them, and they did not ship out something. So it is a very real possibility that if you order it now, even though it says free Galaxy Buds, it is while supplies last, and you might not get anything. That's a possibility. It's also a possibility that they'll just delay it, right? Like, you know, you might not get your free Galaxy Buds till a month later, but you're still getting free Galaxy Buds. So these are both possibilities. But yeah, that's just all things possible with that. Are you ever going to review the Energizer Pop Max P18K Pop? Oh my god, that's such a long word. Probably not. For those of you who don't know that phone, I did post a picture of it on my Instagram. It is a brick. It is like a phone this thick, but it has a week-long battery life. Like a week-long battery life, like a legit week-long battery life. It's like an 1800 milliamp battery. Basically, it can charge all of your phones and still have enough for 3 or 4 days. So yeah, it's something. But no, I don't think I would. If Energizer offered it to me, if Energizer wanted me to review it, I would totally do it. But I don't even know what countries it's coming to. We don't know too much about it yet, so we'll have to wait and see that stuff, including especially pricing. Your format does not work on my Note 9 in portrait mode. Candy see you at all? The chat runs your image in advance. I'm not sure what you're talking about in terms of my format doesn't work on the Note 9. Let me know what you mean. I'm not sure. Note 10 with the S Pen camera, great by me. Hope to hear more on that. Yeah, I hope so. But again, that's a rumor at this point. It's going to happen. We don't know if it's happening this year or next year, though. That's the problem with the camera. I'm getting the Note 10 or the Mate 20 or the Mate 30 Pro or the Pixel 4 XL. Yeah, I'm really curious to see which one's going to be the best one out of those three. I do think it's going to come down to those three. And yeah, I'm honest, I don't think Apple's going to be a contender this year for the best phone of the year. Apple YouTubers are making a big deal over the S10. Some are, some aren't. I actually posted on the Verge video. I told them, I'm like, guys, why don't you hire someone who uses Android as a daily driver to review the Android smartphones? Like, their reviewers are awful at Android reviews. Awful. Every single minute of their review mentions an iPhone feature or the iPhone itself. It is insane. Check out their S10 review. Downvote it. No, I'm just, and basically, it's really bad in how they just talk about, like, oh, yeah, the fingerprint scanner is fine, but I really just rather have a Face ID. Oh, the punch hole's fine, but I really prefer the notch. Like, it's obvious that you are just reviewing this, and then you're going right back to your iPhone just by the way you talk in every single sentence of your video. Those are the people. Those are the exact people. Why I got into YouTube, because I could not stand reviewers like that. I've heard it from certain CNET reviewers. I've heard it from The Verge reviewers. I've heard it from Engadget reviewers. Some of these reviewers, you can just tell they do not like these phones, whether it be a Samsung, whether it be an LG, or whether it be that. And it's fine to be not impressed, and all phones have issues and all phones have gripes, but it is just amazing how bad some of these reviews are, because you can tell that this person did not enjoy or using it at all. And it's not because, oh, well, I like the Pixel instead, or I like a Samsung phone instead, or anything like that. No, they are obviously Apple users that hate being bothered to review an Android phone or use it as a daily driver. How do I do nighttime photo pics on my Note 9? So Note 9 doesn't have a night mode per se as the Pixel does and as the Mate 20 Pro does. The S10 Plus does, and I don't know if that feature is coming to the Note, but really the Note has a great low light as is. Like, if you just hold it steady and take a photo, after the processing happens, if you look at the photo, it is better than most other smartphones. Like, on our side-by-sides with the iPhone or with the V40 or any of the other phones we tested it out with the exception of the Pixel Night Sight, the Note beat everything else in low light. Everything else. The Mate 20 Pro came close, but even the Note beat that one. Overall, though, it was more so that the Pixel just has the best software when it comes to that. So the Pixel really dominated it in that section. But if you just wanted a quick photo, the Note was actually the top one in low light. We'll see how it goes with the Samsung phone. So far, I've heard actually, like Sam Mobile and other viewers have said that the night sight isn't that great on the Note. Or sorry, not great on the S10 Plus. So I'm really kind of curious to see if Samsung got the software right, or if they definitely need to tweak it with future software updates, which is, again, something that Pixel does amazing, and that's why their low light is so good for a still shot, not a moving shot. Yes, that would be great if they drew a trade-in for the 5G. 750 or 700 would be reasonable. Yeah, I would at least want 700. I was reading to see that Apple is trying to follow Samsung's footsteps with the AirPod 2s. That's a funny comment, right? Because so many people are always saying, like, oh, some people are always thinking the opposite, that Samsung follows Apple, which, again, in certain technologies, every company follows each other. But, yeah, AirPods 2 are following Samsung in the terms of the AirPods 2 will have wireless charging, even though that has been rumored for a long time now. I want to say, it was a year and a half when their Power Mat was announced, and still hasn't come out, but that Power Mat showed that AirPods would be wireless charging, and we've never gotten that since. Do you think that the Fold will become a new Note series? I think it's possible that the Note might be that big in terms of how popular it could get, but I'm really curious to see. It will have to come down in price. I think next year's Fold, and this is sad for everyone that's buying a Fold this year, but I think next year's Fold will be closer to $1,500, and that's just the truth. Hey, we have our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much to Ken, just because it all helps. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. Oh, hey, actually, Quiet Storm gave a super chat too. Sorry, it did not pop up on the feed at first. Mind checking if one of the winners was notified. No, I did not email. the winners yet. I am sorry. I've just had sick wife, sick child at home, so it's been a big thing. They're better now and everything like that, but up until Friday, it was kind of a whole thing where they were sick beforehand. Now they're all good, but it was definitely a whole thing during the week while doing all the stuff that I was doing. So I haven't emailed the winners yet. I will be emailing them tonight and trying to get their shipping information so I can ship everything by Friday and they get all their stuff. With the exception of the Samsung 10e winner, that was a she. She will get it later on in the month because, again, Samsung isn't releasing the 10e till I get the S10. So, yeah. Stupid one per household. And with that, hey, a whole bunch of questions just let everyone drink. All right. Now we got to see where we are. I hope no one has a pacemaker near it. Yeah, I don't know how that wireless charging technology will work. All in all, it's interesting. Do you guys think the Nokia 9 PureView will be a hit since it seems like a decent phone? It does seem like a decent phone. I don't know if it will be a real hit, to be honest. Just because I don't know how many people are interested in Nokia in the US. I think it'll be more of a hit in Europe, where Nokia still has a standing brand name. But I don't know if it'll be that much of a hit in the US. The giveaway winners have been announced and have been contacted, I believe. I'm a winner, but I have not received an email. Yes, Alex, I think you were one of the winners. Now, I did only put the name and initials, so I do have to check back on our winners. It's all on the website, basically, for me to look at. So I'm emailing the winners on the email that they entered with Gleam. So all of those will be emailed again following the chat. So yes. Does the glass screen protector affect the in-display fingerprint scanner on the S10? Not the Whitestone dome glass. So this is, again, I'm not sponsored by it. I really want to stress that out. But I just thought it would be helpful for anyone getting an S10 to buy this now so that you have it when it comes out. This is the only glass screen protector that works with the fingerprint scanner. All other fingerprint scanners on any other screen protector will not work for glass. That's why if you actually go to any Best Buy, any of those carrier stores, they do not have glass screen protectors for the S10. They have other ones, but they do not have glass. This is the only one that is certified to work with it. You do have to register your fingerprint after this is put on, though, just so you know. But it does work. The US can get my Mate 20 Pro when they pry for my cold, dead fingers. Best phone I have had to date. It was a great phone. I do miss it. I'm not going to lie. And someone was asking where can you get this. I have a link for it in the description down below. Do you really believe WowWay, or did the Chinese government tell them to say that? I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know enough about, and I am a person that, like, I need to really know about politics before I make a, constructive decision on it. So yeah, I don't know if WowWay is trying to do that, but I can tell you that right now, WowWay it's in their best interest to distance themselves as much as possible from the Chinese government for financial reasons. So yeah, I will say that. I think it would be Verizon to pick up the Nubia watch. I think it would be T-Mobile. They should get the Galaxy watch and the year. Would it be okay to purchase a 5G phone like the Xiaomi Mi Mix 3 5G or the WowWay 20X 5G for T-Mobile in the summer? It depends on what bands those phones end up working with. There are different 5G technologies, just there's different 4G LTE bands. So until we get those specifics, I cannot answer that question. To be honest, the companies haven't even released that information yet. So no one knows at this point. When are you releasing another app? I mean, as of right now, my app isn't doing like crazy well. I think my app averages about like $30 a month in income for me, which isn't bad. I mean, hey, I'm happy that I'm getting some, a little bit extra income. It costs me about like $500 to develop the app, I want to say, with everything. But yeah, I think like last month we made 32 off of it. This month, obviously, it's only a couple of days, 3 days, but I've made $2.62 off the app so far this month. So the app doesn't make that much money. If I got it to the point where I would make, you know, $100 a month off of my app, yeah, I could definitely get in development for the second app, because the second app I already have ready for the same kind of app, mind you. The app that he's referring to, let me pull up the video real quick. For those of you who do not know, is where is it? 50 First Date Questions. It's a very simple app that basically you can play on a date night, and it's really fun. It has ads at the bottom where you can pay $1 to unlock with no ads. And yeah, basically it's very simple in how it works. You play a 50 First Date card game, and you ask a question to player 2, and then player 2 takes the phone and they ask a question to player 1. You get 2 skips, if I remember correctly. And then besides that, you have to answer all the questions. So that's the game. It's pretty fun, and I've had a lot of great feedback on it. But yeah, as it gets more, if I would get more income from it, I would definitely create 50 next date questions, which are a little bit more intimate and a little bit more like once you're at the relationship period of it. And then yeah, would I love to create a game or something like that? Absolutely. Do I have ideas for stuff like that? A little bit. But yeah, that's possible in the future. Who knows? The can still call it the Galaxy U Ultimate. I like that. I like that idea. I would like I think they did Galaxy E, unfortunately, and now since they have a 10E, it's synonymous with that. But I would like Galaxy Elite. I really like that idea. The Galaxy Elite. I'm hearing the next iPhone waterproof. iPhone is currently waterproof. Technically, it's IP68 water resistant. I don't think they're going to get the 69 certification. Only the one phone. What phone has the 69 certification? That's basically what you can get blasted with a hose and you're still fine. It was a phone we reviewed. Can't think of it. It's like built like a tank. I can't think of the brand right now, but we did review a phone that was 69 certified. Yes, I know all the jokes. That's what she said. But yeah, I can't think of the name of that brand, but we reviewed it. It was the Doogie. The Doogie phone series, the S70 and the S90 are waterproof. Certified to IP69. Can I get your opinion on the Pure update or the Pi update for the Note 9 US Unlock? I have not updated my Note 9. You better believe that I am trying not to have this on Android Pi as long as I have it. So yeah, no, I have not looked for the update, and I do not want to update to Android Pie. I want Android Oreo as long as I can have it. I hate the split screen on Android Pie. So no, I have not upgraded my phone to Android Pie. It will probably push it out in a few weeks or so. But as of right now, my phone doesn't look for it. So until it gets a hard push to upgrade to it, my phone will stay Android Oreo. And I will try to delay it. Basically, I should be fine because at the end of this week, I'll have my S10 Plus as my main phone, substituting for my Note 9. So I should be fine. Go back to Samsung Galaxy Rocket. Yeah, the different name schemes that Samsung can go back to. Was thinking about getting the wife the S10, but ended up getting the LG V40. You need more videos on it. Yeah, I will be doing I'm trading in my LG V40 for the S10e that I'm going to be giving away. I I am going to do 10 hidden features for the LG 40 before giving it up, though. I did come to that conclusion. I'm like, man, I never got to do that. And maybe like not to steal their word for it, because I don't know what I would name it yet, but a later review or a re-review for the LG V40, because I don't think we actually did a review for that, because just that was the time when we had the family vacation to Disney World and a cruise and all this other kind of stuff. I still haven't even done the cruise review that I was supposed to do. Tax purposes, you know, I have to write it off. So yeah, all these different things, and the camera that I used for it, I did do a review for that, but not all the shots, and I had camera comparisons, hella stuff. But man, that vacation took a lot out of me, and then CES was right after. So you can now reroute the Bixby button only if you enable the Bixby, very sneaky of Samsung. So yeah, you can reroute the Bixby button, but only the one press. I think if you hold it, it will still launch Bixby, and I don't think you can change that. Here, the next LG phone will get a pop-up selfie camera. I think that's good. I think LG needs something very different, to be honest. Ricky, can the Note 9 LED light be changed to different colors for a different message, and apps that can make different colors show LED? Yeah, it can. I haven't used an app like that in a long time, but yes, there were apps like that that could change the LED color for depending on what app. You can basically have it so a different app does a different color for everything. That was available a long time ago. I haven't used an app like that in a while. What do you think is the best fold phone? This is a definite debate that I think we're going to go more in depth on in a future video. But Galaxy Fold or the WowWay Mate X. And here's my initial thoughts on it. Overall, I like the Fold better on the Galaxy Fold. The reason is I like the Fold being on the inside instead of the outside as it is the Mate. And this stems from the Royale phone that was the first bendable phone that I put my hands on. And it was so glitchy with the screen being on the outside, because when it would close, the back of my hand would accidental presses would happen to the rear screen. Now, WowWay software does seem to be more fine-tuned than Royale's was, but that is a big caveat for me. I do love how WowWay took the dual screen application that Vivo and Nubia pioneered for the one camera aspect, though. That I really think is cool. So yeah, I like both. But I do think the future is in the screen on the inside. I definitely truly believe that. I like the bigger screen on the WowWay. I think the WowWay makes a better phone when you have it closed. But I definitely see that the WowWay, I feel like, is going to have more issues software-wise. Will Samsung ever add back MSI to the new, or not MSI, Is it MSI? Magnetic? I think it was MIS. MST, I think it was, actually. To the new Samsung watches? I don't think so, just because it saves them money not to put it in there. I did like it, but yeah, I think you're only going to see it on their smartphones. What do you think of the Note 9? Will be a success? Or Nokia 9 will be a success. I'm really liking the phone right now. Purchased this morning. I think it will be a success. I just, again, in different parts of the country, or different countries, because I still think in the US you're either getting a Moto or you're getting a OnePlus. I do not think Nokia is on most people's minds for the mid-range in the US. Why doesn't Samsung make some flagship phones in red? Don't know. Wish they would make more phones like that. S10 Blue is actually green, but we need Rigsby enhanced eye to see it. There you go. Was the Galaxy Watch Active too small in person? No, actually, I think it's a really good size if you have smaller wrist. So, like, I think my wife would love it. I think, you know, we're going to be reviewing it, so we'll be checking it out. But yeah, I think a lot of people would love it. Yep, I've been charged. So yeah, hopefully, if you've been charged for the phone, it's a good indication that they already processed it, and that means they should ship it tomorrow. What's the most expensive laptop out right now? I don't know off the top of my head, but I know the Surface goes really high. I think it goes up to like 5,000. I think there's like an Acer gaming laptop that's like a 17-inch or 18-inch that goes up to like 7,000 or something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure what's the most expensive one out there. Will the Note 10 have an SD card slot? Yes. Will you ever change your background to for different segments? I've thought about it. I've thought about playing around with it. But yeah, I've done it for movie reviews typically more than anything else. But we'll see. I'm still playing around with just how different our new setup is. Which our new setup, if you have seen our recent videos, like on the watch video, you can see within the first minute. But I cut from me on this camera to this camera right here that you can't see. It's right out of the frame, but it's pointing at the table so I can do different videos of that nature. And also with those videos, I get better audio because I get my Rode quality audio from my wireless mic, which is better than the Blue Yeti mic that I currently am using for this live chat. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. And we'll wrapping up in about 10 minutes, guys, so get your last questions in. Yo, Steve Rogers, what up, bro? Thank you, thank you. I'm trying to get that Steve Rogers look. Still trying. How was the ceramic version of the S10 Plus in person? It was fine. You could only get it at specific spots in the Unpacked event. Most were not the ceramic ones. But yeah, I think it's fine. That is the one thing that I wish I was getting, but we'll have to wait and see. Do you know what city in Texas the flagship Samsung store will be in? I'm not sure. Samsung opens stores in United States. Let's see what comes up. Let's see. No ad. Okay. Long Island, New York. Houston. Houston is the one that will have it. So yeah. Houston is the city in Texas that has the store. Again, Alex, I know there was an Alex P that did win. I will email the winners tonight after the stream. Would you trade in the Note 9 for the S10 Plus? Hell, please. Probably not. I wouldn't. I would wait. I would wait for the Note 10 if I had a Note 9. Note 9 or S10e. Note 9 for the battery life. Ricky, see if you can get Samsung to send you a Green Lantern version of the Note 10. Samsung, look, there is almost nothing I won't do for a Green Lantern version of the Note 10. So, your move. I used T-Mobile Jump Trade-In for the Note 9 for the S10. Oh, there you go. Samsung will issue a credit for $130. They are giving $130 credit for someone else. Oh, something else. That's cool. That's cool that you get that. Hi, Ricky. Remember I told you it would be great if Samsung would make a flat phone and with a wide-angle camera, and you said that would never happen, and now they're giving us 10e, and you see dreams come true. I don't know if I said that would never happen. I'm not denying I said. I just don't remember saying it. But yeah, I thought they would never go back to a flat phone, but it makes sense for a budget phone, so they did it. I was wrong if I did say that, so kudos, you got that. And yeah, I thought that, again, at the time, and it really was the Mate 20 Pro and the LG V40 that made me fall in love with wide-angle cameras, to be honest. Now I could not be without a wide angle, but at the time, I really thought Samsung would have gone with a better telephoto camera more than anything else. So yeah, I could definitely see myself having said that. Samsung Fold on display after March 8th. No, I'm hearing early April. April 2nd is what I'm hearing for the most part right now. John, hopefully, whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. Yes, about the buds. I ordered the white ceramic S10 Plus on day 2 of pre-ordering. I have shipped date of the 15th, and the buds said back ordered until last week of April. I thought you can redeem the buds only when you get the phone. How are they sold out? Yeah, they're sold out because they didn't make enough, basically. Nobody listens to iVerge. Totally agree. Do you think Samsung will give us list view or allow us the recent app button to swap between apps? Not right now. I can tell you the phone. I tried that at the Samsung Unpacked event. As of right now, no. I wish they would. I've seen some Apple reviewers try to review the S10, and it sounds like idiots in my opinion. Yeah. CNET is the same way. Most of the reviewers have Apple phones. Oh, I know they have Apple phones, and they were also jerks in the Unpacked line, too. I saw your video involving the S10 Google Home Hub PlayStation Classic giveaway. I'm a new subscriber. My question is, can Android phones be as good secondary remote controls to a TV? Yeah, so I have something called the Logitech Harmony Hub, which allows all of my phones to be remotes for the TV. So that is the best way, of course. But other ways are like the Alexa Firebox, Fire TV, Firebox, I think it's called, Fire TV box. That one allows you to control just with your voice. And there are phones that still have IR blasters, although they're not in the US typically. The Mate 20 Pro did have an IR blaster, and I do miss that. It's just great for controlling, especially like hotel TVs. Ugh. Why? Unlike the YouTube tech guy who gives the great things in tech and the truth. Thank you. Download the Gcam for the night site. Oh, that's true. The Gcam for the Note 9. I just downloaded it right now too, so I can load it on some of the phones I have. So yeah, always good to have that. Do you know when Samsung Note 8 on T-Mobile will get the software update to Android 9? I think the Note 8 would get it probably in May. Can you use the Pixel port on the Note 9? Yes, you can now. You couldn't on the Qualcomm version for a long time, but you can now. It'd be cool if you did a video where you would point out everything wrong with the Verge and CNET reviews. I mean, that would be kind of messed up, but that would be funny. Dude, you're just like the Verge, except you love Samsung and get annoyed when you have to use an iPhone. I don't do reviews on iPhones for that reason, actually. That's the whole point why I don't do reviews on iPhones, because it wouldn't be logical for me to do a review on an iPhone. So that is specifically why I don't do reviews on iPhones. Hey Ricky, are your meds up to date? 2000, sorry, 190 bucks beta phone. I'm not sure what you mean by that. When will the S10 giveaway winners be announced? They were already announced. Okay, thank you. I appreciate thank you. Keep up the great work. How did you get started on YouTube? What's the best way to grow on YouTube? I got started on YouTube a while back, 2012, in February of 2012. That's why we did the giveaway, because it was the annual giveaway. So yeah, got started on that. Got started with a friend of mine, Wayne. Basically, he had his own YouTube channel already, and he was like, "Dude, you know more about Android than like any of these people online. You should totally do, an Android channel." And I started off with that and grew, and yeah, just kept doing videos a lot. Would you trade in the Note 9 for the S10 Plus? Please answer. I would not. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't trade in the Note. Is it easy to remove dome glass screen protector? Afraid of possible damage to the screen for trade-in with the S10. I wouldn't remove it. Like I'm trading in my S9 Plus with the screen protector still on there. That's how I would recommend doing it. they have a protector pre-installed on from what Samsung said. I'm not sure which countries are getting that screen protector pre-installed from Samsung, but from what I know, it's not a glass screen protector. It is a regular screen protector, so I wouldn't use it personally. But it depends on if it's better than nothing for sure. There is a YouTuber that does videos on what other YouTubers earn. Oh, really? That's cool. You think I should wait for the Note? A lot of people are. Isn't the Fold more of a phablet than a Note? Yes, it is. How do you make an app? Did you contact a Android developer to make the app? I got it off of basically, I did some of it. I did the preliminary artwork, and then I got help with other people to do the artwork. And then I actually I contracted someone off of Fiverr to do it. So yeah. But again, I had to have like everything done already. Link to the app in the description too. What color S10 Plus are you getting? I got the blue. I would rather have gotten the white, but I thought the blue would be less popular, and I thought the white and black would sell out the quickest. So I wanted to get the phone early as possible. Also, hope the YouTube Tech wife and YouTube Tech girl are feeling better. Thank you. They are. Is the flamingo pink more of a rose gold or a pink? It's more of a coral color, to be honest, in person. Oh, damn. I didn't get to market your app. It's okay. I marketed this time. Man, wish you did a podcast. Yeah, I've just never done a podcast because just it's more work, and I don't know about earning revenue through that. I would have to look more into it. Hey Ricky, are collecting date with you app? Collecting date with you app? No. No. I had a physical version of this game when me and my wife were first dating. So when me and my wife were first dating, I had a physical version of this game that we played. So hey, the game works. Can you explain Samsung One UI? Samsung One UI is just a new interface on top of Android Pie Samsung phones. So if Android 9.0 is on the phone, it will have the Samsung One UI update, which is just the icons look different, the settings look different, the notifications look different, the entire way your phone operates look different. And one of the biggest highlights of it is a lot of things are moved down, so they're easier for one-handed reachability. There are a lot of videos on the new One UI. Yes, there are. Do you know if the Note 5 will get the Android Oreo update? I would not update, no, Android Oreo is fine, but I don't know if it will get it, to be honest. I just don't know off the top of my head. Speaking of Pie, does the S10 come with it, or is it still Oreo? The S10 does come with Android Pie, unfortunately. What do you think about LG V50 case with screen? I think it's interesting, but I'm just upset because the US isn't getting it. The US is not getting that attachment, and the LG V50 in the US will not have the pogo pins in the back, so you can't use it. I can't even import it. What the F, LG? Yeah, the fold on the inside does sound better as well. There is any leak on the Note 10? No, just what we talked about earlier, which will have 4 cameras. The 4th one being like the S10 5G version, and that's a time-of-flight camera, which will allow you to do the bokeh effect in 4K videos. Mr. Who's the Boss was told by Samsung that they've listed complaints, and they're working to get a dedicated bright night mode instead of the part of the scene optimization. That's good. Rigsby 116, what's the meaning of this? Rigsby 116 is just basically a fun thing as long as with the Tech Club t-shirt, which you can find down below to buy them. Basically, Rigsby 116 is the funny thing of it's always 116 here at the show. Always 116. And because of that, Rigsby was a software joke that Bigsby is garbage, but man, Rigsby, the software we're developing, that is the best software in the world. But unfortunately, no computer or smartphone is powerful enough to operate Rigsby yet. So it just came out of this thing because I'm a wrestling fan and grew up with like Austin 316. I came up with Rigsby 116. And you can get those shirts and the Tech Club shirt and all these fun stuff in the description. We also have the Tech Guy 116 shirt as well. Would you ever do a behind the scene video? I am working on that. I'm currently getting the studio still exactly the way I want it. Once I do though, I am probably going to do a behind the scene video. Did you find a new graphics card? So my graphics card broke down and then it came back to life. I am worried now though. I could not do this video that I'm doing right now without my graphics card. So yeah, I'm still probably going to do a manufacturer warranty on it, but we'll have to wait and see. What is a good case for the S10 Plus? Oh, we have cases from 5 different companies, including Incipio, Spec. I don't think we've gotten OtterBox yet. We've gotten Super Case, Beetle, Unicorn, I think, or something like that. A lot of different cases. We will be covering them all. So yes, we will be covering lots of different cases as soon as possible. Should I wait till the Note 10? I think a lot of people are, but it's up to you. We are running out of time, guys. I'm going to answer only a few more questions. Ricky, can you now remap the Bixby button to Google Assistant? Check out XDA. Oh, that's really cool. It disabled that. That was the only one you couldn't do, so interesting. Note 9, but Note 10 should have been released this year or early next year. Not sure what that was referring to. All right, guys. I think we're going to have to call that a show. We have gone over time. But yeah, really thank you guys always for checking out our videos. Again, make sure you check out our S10 video tomorrow. And we will have so much S10 coverage for the next 2 weeks. We are trying to put at least 20 videos up by the end of next Saturday. We'll see if we can do it. And we'll see if I live through it. All right, guys. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it, as always. Thank you again, as always, for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And, of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.